Listen to me carefully. We're living in the day of revelation. You're no longer a Gentile. When you see people look at us and they wonder, what's all this about? Why do they do all this? Come on, we don't need a... You know why they say that? I used to say, I was dumb like that. I used to say, why they blow that horn? You don't even understand that horn. Or you never ask that question again. Oh no! USA shine, listen to me. One day I found out, Brother Brian, that I was not a Gentile. One day I realized I'd been lied to. And I heard Paul say, in times past you were Gentiles, but now you're members of the house of the commonwealth of Israel. Claiming, named, accepted, and becoming. I know who I am. And if you've got a problem with Israel, and all the things we do, Israel, it's because you've got a problem with your roots, baby. This church came out of Israel. Yes, sir. Here's what Paul said to you bunch of Gentiles. He said, hey, y'all better quit doing what y'all doing. They said, talking about you replaced natural Israel. Now I'm being my help. He said, hey, you bunch of charismatics. You bunch of spirit-filled folks, you bunch of Baptists, listen to me. Paul said, hey, stop it. They said, what? He said, don't get puffed up. Don't think you replaced anybody. He said, don't think that dispensationalism, don't think that God got rid of natural Israel and took on some kind of spiritual Israel. Because the 144,000 is going to take the natural and the spirit. You're going to listen to me. It's going to take spirit and truth, old and new. 12 tribes, 12 apostles to get to 144. Here's what he said. He said, you better know this. At one time, there was a natural olive tree. Oh, yeah. This was it. Remember those 144,000, the Bible said these are the two trees that stand before Yahweh. There's two trees that God knows about. Two olive trees. Yeah. Now notice that Paul said at one time there was a natural olive tree. Just like this. He said, but this bunch right here wanted to go rogue. They wanted to go wild and get away from Israel. So here's what they did. They went over here, broke off a branch from the natural. They went planted in Gentile soil, thought they were Gentiles. They went started living among the Greeks, thought they were Greeks. They quit keeping the Sabbath. They quit obeying the command. They lost their identity. Right. And then one day the Holy Ghost went and found them. And then they start saying, God's through with them. It's us now. Paul said, you're so dumb. Paul said, you're so stupid. He said, shut up. Quit doing it. Quit saying that. He said, because here's what God's going to do. He said, God's going to take the wild, the one that ran off from Israel, going to take it, plant them right back to you. Yes, sir. Y'all don't understand what I'm preaching, man. I come to tell you about the 144,000. God, you're going to put them right back in. And now, you're no longer going to be a Gentile Christian. You're going to be a member of the house of Israel. You're going to put on your tallit as happy as you can. You're going to do Jewish. You go back to Israel. You're going to love Israel. Let me tell you something. There's a spirit in the church of anti-Semitism. You don't believe it? Watch this. Let me walk into a church in town with this. Here comes the quack attack. Brother Vaughn's leading a bunch of quacks over there. Let me tell you who I'm leading. You don't even recognize who we lead. God does. Israel. Listen to me. You see this trumpet right here? Do you have any idea that when Yeshua returns, this is what's going to blow? Do you even know that? Do you even love this thing? The Bible said the last trump. Do you know that's a Greek word? Do you run it back at the last shofar? Yeshua is coming back. You will sound it everywhere you go to remind the devil he's coming back. Now don't this. We go get you all kind of electric guitars and a bunch of junk. Like a rock and roll club. Baby, let me tell you. When you realize who you are, you'll leave them Gentiles and let them laugh at you all day long. Why? When you understand, you see this right here? You see that? Go ahead and wear your little cross around your neck. But you know what this is? See that color blue? It was all over God's temple. He loves that color. You know why? You know what it represents? His commandments. And you know what Paul said about His commandments? He said they're holy. They're good. They're spiritual. These churches that preach it against the commandment, they don't understand. That's why they hate you. When you wear that blue, you remind them that this grace message is a bunch of junk. You and my God, be proud of who God's called you to be.